Our next guest is a regular on Jay Leno, Chesley Handler, and hopefully on this show right here, Get Connected. His name, and he's a funny man, Jim Norton will be joining us. He's talking about his brand new show called American Degenerate. Not sure what that's about, but luckily he's here with us now. So Jim, tell us about your new show on Epix.
Yeah, it's on Epix and epixhd.com. It's called American Degenerate, and it's kind of me bashing everything in pop culture and then tying in my own horrendous sexual life with it. It's really kind of a nice, despicable walk through my life.
Now, Jim, a guy as good looking as you, I can't imagine having a despicable life.
You know, it's funny you should say that, because a lot of people think that just being so handsome and chiseled-chinned and in shape is everything, but it's really not. There's still a hurt little me inside, Conn.
All right, Jim, I got to ask, when did you realize you had made it, and then how does it feel to be Jim now?
You know, I don't, honestly, I mean, that's nice to say. I don't feel like I've made it. I feel like I am all over the place, but I'm kind of like a bacteria. I just wind up there and I stay. I don't feel like Kevin Hart has made it, Louis C.K. Like, I feel like I'm doing well, but there's a long way to go. I feel good about my career, but I'm not good enough where I can just kind of relax and do nothing. So I think the fact that I kind of feel like a failure all the time motivates me to always work. So that's why I'm able, I think, to be kind of an effective comic, because I'm just never comfortable with where I am.
Well, Jim, there's no doubt that you are bona fide successful. We get to enjoy it. You make me laugh. But I've got to go back to this show. Where did you come up with this theme, American Degenerate?
I kind of like the way it sounds, to be honest with you. I wish I had some really deep meaning. Well, you know, culturally Americans, I just like the way it sounds. And I am a degenerate, and I'm kind of the product of America. And I just figured, American Degenerate's a cool name. There's no great story behind it.
Now, Jim, some of the topics on your show, you know, are universal, but what is it about politics in particular that has you so fired up?
Well, I mean, like anybody else, I'm obsessed with Anthony Weiner, but I'm not obsessed with, but I'm not even in a bad way. It's almost like I think that he's a guy that should get elected mayor here in New York. And I mean that because we always say, like, well, how come politicians don't represent us? And it's like, what more accurate a representation of a man can you find than somebody who's in trouble for sending a photo of his junk? He gets caught, and then he does it again. Like, you're never going to find a more accurate representation of an American male than him. Even more than Spitzer, who I also relate to, because let's be honest, I've spent quite a few dollars on sex. But I think Weiner is a great representation of the average man. So politically, that's all I've been thinking about, is these two great icons of mine.
So, you're a real Weiner man, are you? Well, Jim, I shouldn't do any humor. Now let's get to Epix. What does this channel allow you to do?
Well, artistically, they're very friendly. They kind of let you do what you want as long as you're not going to get them sued. The opening to the special, they were a little nervous about because it's got me, I'm literally naked in the open, and my hands and feet are, and my mouth is taped. But they kind of let you do whatever you want. And it was exactly like it was working with HBO. There was no difference. They're very artist-friendly, and I wouldn't want to do a special with anybody else. And I'm not just saying that because you're supposed to say it. Like, I really mean that.
So, Jim, let me get this right. You walked out naked. Do you just feel better at your comedy like that? Could you do that on other shows? Like,
oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you know what? Let me clarify that. I'm not on stage naked. The opening was a cold open that was shot in a hotel room, and I don't walk out. Oh, no. I'm on my hands and knees with my face pressed down on a bed, and then the hand of a fairly well-known pop culture figure comes into view, and that person leans down and licks my head. It's really a creepy opening.
Creepy? Definitely unique. I can't wait to watch it because I'm sure it's going to make us laugh. Congratulations, and we look forward to interviewing you again.
Thank you, Conn.